Hey guys, Jarek the Gaming Dragon. Got a little bit different of a video here today, but it is related to video games because it's related to PC hardware. So let's go back a year. On July 4th last year, my motherboard randomly decided it was going to die on me, and I remember it very, very well because I turned off my computer, which at that time it was working perfectly fine, no problems, not even slowing down or anything. Working fine, turn off my computer, go to the beach with my family for July 4th, come back, and my motherboard decided, I got too lonely, I'm just going to stop working. It would do the thing where my computer would start spinning up, turn off, then try to boot up again, start spinning up, and just turn off. And it would just false start over and over and over again. It would never actually start. So my motherboard shot itself. I had to RMA it. I got a temporary motherboard while I RMA'd my main Gigabyte 1. I finally got my Gigabyte 1 back like a month later after that, and it worked fine. Well, fast forward a year to this summer, today, my motherboard decided it's not going to work. Did the same exact thing. Working perfectly fine, no problems whatsoever. I'm playing my 360 with my friend, no problems. I turn off my computer so I can plug in my capture card through my PCI Express slot so I can record a game through the theater mode on Call of Duty, and hey, lo and behold, my motherboard decides it's not going to work anymore. And it was working perfectly fine, literally, right before I turned it off. So that's fucking fantastic and totally not annoying in any way whatsoever. So what I did today basically is I woke up, went to Fry's, got a temporary motherboard, gonna RMA my Gigabyte 1, and let me just show you what motherboard I'm running at the moment. So yeah, pretty clean computer with the case closed. And that's my capture card. I keep it unplugged out of my computer because it doesn't like my sound card, and it has a tendency to make my computer blue screen if I am doing anything on my computer that's sound heavy and I'm not really using my sound card, so I just unplug it if I'm not using it. And there's my new motherboard. Well, temporary motherboard until I RMA my Gigabyte 1 that decided, hey, I'm not gonna work for no fucking reason whatsoever. Totally not frustrating. Anyway, the motherboard I'm using at the moment is a Asus P7P550ELX, I think. Let me look. Oh, there it is. Yep, that's correct. This is technically an upgrade anyway because my last motherboard didn't have USB 3.0. Now I kind of wish this happened a few months ago before I got my capture card, because my capture card, this one right here, is one that plugs into your PCI Express slot. They also have one that is meant for USB 3.0, which would be a hell of a lot easier to just plug it into your USB port instead of having to plug it into your PCI Express slot and restart your computer every fucking time. Maybe if the warranty still covers it, I might return it and get a USB 3.0 one. But now that I have USB 3.0, I really wish this happened a few months ago. But yeah, apparently this is technically an upgrade. Immediately I noticed how much faster this motherboard runs than the last one. Everything runs faster on this motherboard. I'm quickly changing my mind about what I want to do here. What I'm going to end up doing is, if this one stays reliable for the time that it takes for the RMA to come back, I'm going to continue using this one and then just sell off the RMA one that I got on like Amazon or eBay or something. So yeah, I'm not saying anything bad about Gigabyte. Gigabyte is still primarily the main motherboard manufacturing company, and in general they work very well, but apparently they don't like the chipset I'm using. And I looked it up quite a bit, and apparently the chipset I'm using has problems with Gigabyte's motherboard. So if you're running the i5, I don't remember the actual chipset, if you're running the i5 that is the actual quad core and not the dual cores that are just multi-spliced to try to be a fake quad core, I wouldn't recommend getting Gigabyte motherboards because apparently they have problems with each other and don't like to work. So yeah, there's an update about that. So I'll keep you guys updated. Not sure what's going to happen. One more thing I've noticed, like I said, I noticed everything is faster, but even things like my sound card, the sound is a lot clearer coming through this motherboard. I don't know what it is, but this motherboard just works a lot better with everything I have plugged into it. So yeah, I guess I'm going to be using Asus motherboard until I really need to do a major update on my computer.